Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. Crew Moro named Soap Hub's B&B Performer of the Month for August. A defining moment in Will Spencer's journey. Soap operas thrive on larger-than-life drama, but they survive because of the human stories at their core. The tears shed in private moments, the triumphant smiles at career milestones, and the fragile emotions that define love gained and love lost. In August, the bold and the beautiful entrusted a young actor with carrying a weighty emotional arc that balanced celebration with heartbreak. Crew Moro, who has been steadily growing into his role as Will Spencer, met the challenge with a truly revelatory performance. His ability to blend youthful optimism with gut-wrenching vulnerability has earned him the title of Soap Hub's Performer of the Month for August. This recognition is not just about a single performance. It's about the way Moro brought Will Spencer into sharper focus, transforming him from a legacy character in the background into a fully realized young man with dreams, desires, and devastating setbacks. In this expansive spotlight, we'll break down every facet of Crew Moro's standout month. The celebratory highs, the romantic explorations, the heartbreaking deception, and the aftermath that has shifted both Will's story and B&B's trajectory. Along the way, we'll examine why Moro's nuanced work has been so impactful, how it reflects the larger themes of the soap, and what it means for the Spencer family's future. 1. The making of Will Spencer. A legacy character steps forward. Will Spencer has always had the pedigree of a legacy character. As the son of Bill Spencer Jr., Don Diamant, and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, Will was born into one of B&B's most complicated family trees. His parents' turbulent relationship, Bill's ruthless business empire, and the Logan Forrester Spencer web of love triangles have shaped his life since infancy. For years, the decisions made by adults largely shaped Will as a child. Fans knew he would one day step into a bigger role, but the question lingered. When would the bold and the beautiful truly give him a story of his own? That moment arrived in August. Will wasn't just a side character commenting on his parents' lives or quietly appearing at family events. He became the focal point of a layered narrative arc that demanded range. Crew Moro seized the opportunity, delivering performances that elevated both the character and the storyline. 2. Will Spencer's big win, celebrating career success. The month began with Will's promotion, a storyline beat that showcased the character's professional growth and personal pride. At Il Giardino, surrounded by family, friends, and business associates, Will stepped into his spotlight. Crew Moro infused these scenes with a magnetic energy. Will wasn't arrogant or smug. He was genuinely proud, brimming with the kind of exuberance only someone still finding his footing can bring. The wide-eyed excitement, the gratefulness toward those who supported him, and the understated but clear determination to prove himself all came through. This celebration scene could have been played as filler, a happy moment before the storm. Instead, Moro treated it as essential storytelling. His Will radiated not only joy, but youthful eagerness, the universal feeling of standing at the threshold of adulthood with dreams finally within reach. Audiences were reminded of the humanity behind the fashion wars and corporate rivalries. Will wasn't just a Spencer. He was a young man building his life. That grounding made the subsequent heartbreak even more impactful. 3. The romance with Elektra, a young man's next step. At the same party, sparks flew in another direction. Will's relationship with Elektra, Linnea Grace. Soap operas thrive on romantic beats, but what stood out here was the tenderness Crew Moro brought to the dynamic. Will wasn't just a young man in love. He was someone tentatively, nervously exploring intimacy for the first time. Moro's acting choices captured the mixture of excitement, the thrill of being with someone who reciprocates your feelings, and nervousness, the vulnerability of taking a relationship to the next level. Hopefulness, the belief that this moment could mark a turning point in life. With Elektra, Moro played Will as open-hearted yet cautious, eager yet uncertain. The chemistry between Mauro and Grace was authentic, never forced, never performative. Fans found resonance in their scenes as they authentically captured the transitional phase between teenage romance and adult relationships. This romantic anticipation created stakes. When betrayal entered the scene, it was about more than just a single night. It was about the shattered sense of Will's identity and trust. 4. The night of confusion, Luna's deception. The emotional climax of August arrived in the form of Luna's deception. Fueled by alcohol, adrenaline, and youthful recklessness, Will fell into a situation orchestrated by Luna, Lisa Yamada. Here, Crew Mauro faced one of the most difficult challenges an actor can tackle, portraying confusion and impaired judgment without turning the performance into parody. He succeeded masterfully. His slurred hesitations communicated Will's inebriation without veering into caricature. His body language, loose, uncertain, reactive rather than proactive, told the story of a young man who wasn't fully in control. Most importantly, his eyes carried the vulnerability of someone whose instincts were clouded. Upon realizing that the woman he mistakenly believed to be Elektra was actually Luna, the performance transitioned into a profound emotional moment. Mauro conveyed disbelief, horror, and guilt in a way that didn't need heavy dialogue. His facial expressions, stunned silence, trembling devastation, told the story more eloquently than any words could. It was in these moments that Crew Mauro proved himself not just as a capable actor, but as a soap star in the making. He carried a storyline that could have easily faltered under lesser hands. 5. The aftermath, betrayal, guilt, and silence. The day after, the weight of the deception crashed down on Will. These quieter moments, conversations with Elektra, conflicted exchanges with his parents, his own solitary reflection, highlighted Mauro's range. Will wasn't lashing out dramatically. Instead, he internalized the betrayal, burdened by guilt and shame. This subtle approach was far more powerful than over-the-top dramatics. Viewers saw a young man questioning himself. How could he have been so naive? Would Elektra ever forgive him? Could he forgive himself? This aftermath showed Crew Mauro's ability to embody layered emotions simultaneously. His Will carried pride in his accomplishments, guilt over his mistakes, fear of losing Elektra, and a desperate need for guidance. It was heartbreaking and riveting all at once. 6. Performer of the Month, why Crew Mauro stood out. Soap Hub's decision to name Crew Mauro as Performer of the Month was no accident. In August, he 1. Balanced multiple emotional tones: joy, romance, vulnerability, and devastation. 2. Anchored a legacy storyline, showing that Will Spencer is ready to take center stage. 3. Elevated his co-stars, bringing out natural chemistry with Linnea Grace and building emotional stakes with Heather Tom and Don Diamant. 4. Brought authenticity to difficult material, making Will's confusion and heartbreak resonate instead of falter. It wasn't just about one scene. It was about the arc as a whole and Mauro's ability to carry it consistently with depth and honesty. 7. The bigger picture, what this performance means for B&B. Crew Mauro's exceptional month signifies more than just personal achievement. It marks a pivotal moment for the bold and the beautiful. For the Spencer family, Will now steps out of the shadows of Bill and Katie. He isn't just their son. He's a character with his voice, choices, and mistakes. For younger storylines, Mauro's performance proves that the next generation can carry heavy plots, paving the way for more youth-centric drama. For the show's reputation, in an era when fans often complain about repetitive storylines, Will's arc offered fresh perspective, a blend of coming-of-age, vulnerability, and high-stakes, soap deception. This wasn't just about honoring one actor. It was about acknowledging a new creative direction for the soap. 8. Looking ahead, what's next for Will Spencer? Now that Crew Mauro has proven his chops, the door is wide open for Will's future. Will Elektra forgive him? Their romance could either collapse under betrayal or deepen through redemption. Will Luna face consequences? Her deception has ripple effects across multiple families. Will Bill and Katie rally around their son? Their parental support, or lack thereof, could redefine their dynamic. Will he embrace or reject the Spencer legacy? After such a disorienting month, his career and personal choices may take a dramatic new turn. One thing is certain, with Crew Morrow in the role, audiences are ready to follow wherever Will's journey leads. Conclusion: Crew Morrow's defining month. Soap operas are built on moments where characters evolve, actors rise, and stories shift. August was the month for Crew Morrow. His performance was a masterclass in range. From joy to despair, from romantic anticipation to soul-crushing betrayal. He didn't just play Will Spencer. He became him, making viewers feel every triumph and every heartbreak. That's why Soap Hub crowned him Performer of the Month. And that's why fans will remember August not just as another chapter in the bold and the beautiful, but as the moment Will Spencer finally stepped into the spotlight, with Crew Morrow guiding him every step of the way. The message is clear. The future of B&B is in positive hands, and Crew Morrow's hands are steady, skilled, and ready to carry the next generation of storytelling. You are welcome to share any video requests in the comments. I will make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.